So the acronym WIFE. What do you think about it? Like I was thinking, because what I was thinking about was this, right? Like the conversation we was having downstairs, and we kind of
Right.
going back and forth. I had two ideas, right?
Why we should be recording this.
Okay, that's not the idea, but so the I had two ideas. One was like wife, right? And it's just basically, it's not necessarily my wife, but it's just a woman's perspective, a conversation with a woman, right? Just so I was thinking wisdom, inspired, female, inspiration or what I said, expression or so. I don't know. I'm trying to think of an acronym for
Expression.
wife, but even if that's not the acronym, but what do you think about using the acronym in general to kind of to capsulate or to encapture what we're doing here?
I think women who are not wives may feel a certain kind of way about that because they have a feminine perspective also, even
But
though they're not a wife.
But wife doesn't mean wife. It means wisdom inspired female
But a
expression.
female can express themselves and be wisdom inspired and not be a wife. So why I
It
gotta
don't
be
have to, but
wife?
it don't because that's just those words. The acronym is wife.
Why can't you do an acronym for woman?
It's too long.
It's not this one more letter.
It's not one more letter. How many letters in woman? Okay, come up with an acronym for woman then. Come up with an acronym for woman then.
I couldn't even come up with one for wife. I even come up with one for woman.
Talking to Mike. So
Wisdom.
on anyway, let me tell you my other idea. The other idea was this.
Oh Lord.
All right, so look, I was thinking this. Instead of doing like the wife thing, my old idea I had a long time ago, right?
Strippers and clippers.
No, good one. You've been around me too long. All right, so not strippers and clippers, but I was thinking, I was thinking, do the show. I'm always right. Where and so the premise is this: is that I'm always right. Of course, I'm not always right, but I feel like I'm always right, and
Okay.
it's hard to not for me not to prove me wrong, right?
Okay.
Uh, so I'm always right, and so the whole thing is you come in to humble me.
You know that's not even.
But I think that's really what happens. You like seeing me humbled. You enjoy it. See, the thought of it brings you
No,
joy.
no,
Yeah,
no.
no.
I don't want to be like coming to the ring battle. That's not
It's
me.
that's
I,
not.
but I feel like that's how it's presented.
No,
Like
okay. You say this.
I'm
Okay.
the reigning champ. That's you can
Well,
knock me out.
no, because
Like
well, that's the thing. I think essentially that's what you do though. Like you always.
essentially that's how you view yourself.
No, no. That well, I do kind of move myself. I'm always right.
Heavyweight champ of the
Yeah.
world.
Okay, but the thing is, you always try to challenge me on stuff and try to humble me. I think whether it's intentional or unintentional, and so it's not like you got to come into the conversation with that attitude. But that's essentially what takes place
I feel
between
like
me and
that's what
you.
I'm being set up for.
What? Okay, who set
Set
you up for
up.
the conversation we had downstairs earlier when we were
Mhm.
going back and forth? Now, and so everything you said, I'm like, I'm taking it and I'm showing you how I'm right about whatever whatever it is, and you're giving your opinion. So in this situation, I'm always right,
Sure, darling.
and if I'm
I'll
not
come
right,
to the mic and shuck and jive for you. Why
shuck and
not?
jive. There you go. And what you mean? What does that mean, shuck and jive?
You're always right, but we can do this
But if
dance
no, see if
of
we
you being challenged
well
and you
we
win in the
well
end.
no well, we do it.
So let's. I
it's
mean,
it's not about me winning the end.
I will do
We
this dance with you.
we do it anyway. We do it anyway. So
Okay.
all we're doing now is putting a title on it, right? And the thing is, I'm
Putting
always
a
right.
title on it and
But
putting it in front of the world to see.
yes, but this is righteous entertainment. We talked about. So, but it's not that I'm me. I'm always right. Whoever's right, you can still say I'm always right. So whether you're right, I'm right. I'm always
No.
right.
Who wants to say they're always right except for
No, it's
you?
not that you want to see. Everybody feel like
You
they right.
can, so you're always
Well,
right. I
first
don't
of all,
feel like I'm always
everybody feel like
right.
they always right.
That's not true.
Yes, it's true.
What you mean, like?
See, hey man, don't you see we on the air?
What you mean?
Make it quick. Make it snappy. Let's go. Whew. Can you? What was that? Can you play on your phone? What you want to play on your phone? Play what? Go learn the Ten Commandments first, and then we can play on the phone. Listen, you know where you gonna find the Ten Commandments at? Where in the Bible? Exodus chapter 20. Yes. Read the Ten Commandments. Read it. Let's say read it 3 times. All right, and then read it. Read it 3 times, and then try to say it from memory. And you don't have to say verbatim, but I need you to know the Ten Commandments. All right. You memorize the Ten Commandments today? I'll let you play on your phone. All right. All right. What's the face? See. Already. See. This is what I'm saying. This is it right here. This is it. This is where you challenge me. This is where you try to humble me and prove me wrong. You feel a certain kind of way about what I just told my son.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
try to
on your
humble you
face.
or prove you wrong.
It's on your
Nothing.
face. Go ahead, express yourself. What you thinking?
Just it's arbitrary. Just throwing stuff out there.
What? No, no.
If I was a child, just be rolling my eyes like.
What do you mean
okay.
arbitrary? I've been talking about my son. I've been talking to my son about Ten Commandments like his whole life, and I even printed out worksheets. Don't forget, last week he did a whole worksheet about the Ten Commandments, and I got 4 more in there for him. Okay. I got the Ten Commandments things for Aiden.
You followed up with it?
Huh?
You followed up with it?
Baby, we can't hear you.
I said, did you follow up with it?
Not today, but I'm doing it right now. Is this not?
So
is
when
this,
this conversation gonna come up again?
Okay, hold it. Is this not me following up with it right now?
No.
What?
It's not intentional.
It is intentional. You think I just
pulled go learn the Ten Commandments?
You think I just came up with it out of nowhere?
If he hadn't came and asked you about playing the game, would you have told him to do that today?
Yes. Actually, no. No. What I would have done was pull out that worksheet, which was my intention earlier, and say, okay, here, sit down and do this worksheet. Just like, because when Aiden was running around earlier, and he was like trying to figure out, I'm like, you know what, I need to give him their worksheets because they ain't did it. I've been thinking about it all day. I just haven't did it. So no, I didn't just make this up on the spot. This is already on my mind. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your assumption. Why you always want to assume that I just be tripping? Like that's every time. Why you say that to him? Whether it's arbitrary. How? And I printed out worksheets last week. I sit there and showed you, and I got more stuff that I didn't even print out because you tell me I'm gonna use all the ink, which was the point. That's the purpose of it. So why you? It's arbitrary. What does that even mean?
I just
Talking to the mic.
I appreciate you putting forth effort to teach them the Bible, to encourage them to go learn about the Bible. I just think that consistency is very important.
Agreed.
And
You're not in the mic.
Consistency is very important. And both of us have not been consistent with Bible study with them and teaching them about the Bible. But, yeah.
Yeah, but then when I do this, which is me trying to be consistent, me trying to create a routine and remind them every Shabbat about the Ten Commandments, memorize and learn the Ten Commandments, which I think is a good basis, a good foundation, and me drilling this in them over and over and again, I think, this is me trying to be consistent, trying to create a routine, and then you're like, well, why are you telling them to do the Ten Commandments? You just made up something. Like, I haven't been working toward this.
If this is your method and your style of doing it, then do you.
I feel like a backhand compliment. Hey, this show is what is that? I don't feel supported in my attempt to instill into my children the Ten Commandments. I don't feel supported right there. Yeah, of course I can do a better way. It can always be done better, of course. But you got to start somewhere. I thought you were doing something else. I was like, okay, I know people can't see you, but come on. But anyway. I'm just saying that's
okay.
Of course, I agree. I could be more consistent, better, and I plan to, and I'm working toward it. But it got to start somewhere.
And that's something we do need to discuss because I do want to come up with a comprehensive, integrated plan for Bible study. Like I want to do something with them every day, but I don't want to be overzealous and go too hard, too fast. Just start with something small so that we can be consistent with on a daily basis.
The Ten Commandments. Well, I think that's perfect.
That's fine.
I printed out the worksheets. I got
so
the colors.
what does that mean? I printed out the
I'm
worksheet.
making plans. That's what that means. I'm planning this out. What you're saying, I'm
Okay.
implementing. You're saying it, and I'm implementing it.
Okay, well,
And I'm saying
that's not what I'm
support.
saying, but
I'm saying support
okay.
what I got going is
Eh,
somewhere to start.
Okay. Okay.
So
But what I'm saying is, I want us to come up with a concrete plan.
a
So,
concrete plan. What does that mean? A better
an
plan than what?
action plan. Not,
Okay,
I printed worksheets.
okay. So okay, if I went on, I got color.
So,
I got
like the
10.
quiz, you want him to complete the quiz by last week. You gave him the quiz. You want to complete it by Saturday.
All right.
That didn't happen.
He did.
He didn't do it. Did he did the whole thing?
Yeah, I think he did. I'm almost sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, come on, because he came
Okay,
to me,
well,
showed it to me.
include me,
Huh?
please, and what's going
I
on.
did include you. When I printed out, I showed you what I had going
Okay,
on.
you show
I
me, but
told you
then okay,
I gave him a schedule. I gave him a time. I told you. What else you want me to do? You want me every time he come show me? You want me to come show you?
I would like to know what's going on. I would like
I
to be
would
in the
like to
loop.
know what's going on too. I would like to be in the loop. Like you told me, what Fridays was YouTube Day or something. I didn't know that.
Okay, so you know what?
Yes, what?
I always say that we need to come up with a better method of communicating with each
You
other.
don't always say that.
I have said that several times, and so now I'm thinking, how do y'all do it at the schools? How do the schools communicate with parents?
Via email, class dojo, parent teacher conferences, report cards,
And then some other schools that
progress
have these
reports.
channel books, these specific notebooks they write to the children's parents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
you're not doing that.
Well, first of all, I teach all day. I'm not gonna be here to do that.
No, I'm the teacher here. I will write down stuff.
Okay, so
I
let
will
me
make
know,
notes to keep. Yes, because
please.
there's. I
That
feel
would be
like I
great.
don't have an effective way to communicate with you about certain things.
You know what? I think might be a good.
An organized way of communicating with you about certain things.
I'm just shooting this out here. I think this might be good if you actually came to me and told me stuff. That might.
No.
No, you talking to me
Well,
on?
no. Listen. Okay, and okay, because I don't have the capacity in my brain to hold stuff, and then when I see you, recall it and then tell you. I tell you some things, but some stuff get lost. I'm just saying, I need a way where when it's on my mind, I can write it down. I can, or
So that you can come tell me this stuff.
so that you can read it, or I can tell you later.
Yeah.
But then have a time and place to tell you because I feel like it's hard to find a good
So
time and place to sit down with you and talk to you about stuff.
okay, great. I like it.
Because if I'm in the kitchen cooking and we talking about stuff, I'm not about to go get my notebook and then or
Can
whatever.
you stay there? Okay, but okay, I like it. I'm with you. Great
I'm
idea.
just saying what
No,
works
great.
for both of us.
Okay,
It doesn't work for me to hold my thoughts in my head until you come home and then I start talking to you.
understand
and
that's
then
realistic.
Stuff happens
Hey,
and then
that's understood. That's a realistic.
stuff
That's
gets lost.
okay.
Because
I'm
that's
with
what
you.
happens.
I got you. That makes sense. I'm not.
It don't work for
I'm
me.
with you. I'm with you. That perfectly makes sense. So, in line with your idea, right? Let's just say Thursdays, Thursday nights because I don't have to go to work the next day. Thursdays is you bring me up to speed on the week, right? You got Sunday through Thursday. Y'all got school. Things are happening. At the end of the week, you just you fill me in on what took place on significant information. You take notes throughout the week, every day,
That works.
and then Thursday you tell me.
That's fine.
Okay, so boom,
Okay.
that works. So now, what about the Shabbat lessons and the biblical studies and whatnot? Because I would like for you to incorporate that in the weekly homeschool.
That is also what I would like to do.
So I was trying to point you in the direction when I found the websites, I found the information, I printed out some of it, and I was trying to share it with you. Say, look, this is some resources I found, and I even implemented the stuff. You know, it wasn't concrete, I guess, but I started implementing somewhere, just kind of give you a push start on it, and then all you have to do is follow up. That was my thing. It was more like an alley oop.
No.
No,
That was not.
Yes, it
It was
was.
like dump information and sort it out.
No, because I was the one following through with it. I didn't put it on you to do it. Mind you.
You just said it was an alley oop. You want me to make the goal?
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, but I did all the work. All I did was throw the. All you gotta do is push it through the hole. I just threw it up.
Okay, so explain to me. Push it through the hole. What? Do what? What you gave me?
Okay, so
Tell me.
I found the resources. I printed out the resources. I set the plan in motion.
Okay,
I
I
followed.
think
What?
our son is in danger. He's probably on a chair and can't get down. He needs somebody. He needs
What?
help.
What? Hey, Micah.
Micah's upstairs, or maybe
Aiden.
not. Somebody's upstairs.
Somebody go check on Ransom.
Aiden's upstairs watching TV.
Why is he hollering? What is he hollering about? Is he okay? Check on him and see what he needs. He's stuck somewhere. No, that's how we got other children. We got these minions, and you overwork yourself. Use these children. Ain't nothing wrong with that boy. You hear? He just wants somebody to acknowledge him hollering. Stop letting him run stuff. So, but yeah, so the homeschool thing, that's ideal, right?
What's ideal?
Ideal, like what we just discussed. Like, okay, so we got the resources, and so I've kind of laid out a blueprint. I just need you to follow up, and continue
Okay,
that.
so I mean, you didn't lay me out a blueprint. Maybe you thought you did, but you didn't. You sent me a website. It's not a blueprint.
I didn't send you a website, first of all.
Several websites, but that's like confusion. That's like a bunch of stuff.
I didn't. When did I send you the website? The ones I printed from?
Well, you have sent me some in the past, but I thought you said that's. I thought that's what
I
you
showed them
just
to
said.
you. No, I showed them to you.
Okay.
You remember you came in here. I said, look,
Okay,
check
you
this
said
out.
That's not giving me a blueprint.
That's not giving you the blueprint.
Okay.
What the blueprint was, I printed them out. I put them in a folder. I talked to them. I showed Micah his assignments. I showed Aiden his assignments. I gave Savannah her stuff, and then I followed through with them. So that's the blueprint. I printed it, put it somewhere. I gave them a timeline. I followed up with them. Now all you gotta do is continue that. That's the blueprint.
Continue that.
Yes.
So I guess I need a lesson plan.
Oh my
So you want them to. So you want them to complete these worksheets, and then what?
And we can discuss them on Shabbat. I'll
Okay.
discuss
So
it
you
with them on
want them to
Shabbat.
do that throughout the week, or
Yes.
because I thought you
That's
wanted
what
them to do that on the Shabbat.
No, is that the
Alright.
blueprint I laid out? What did we do last week? I said, Mike, you have a week to finish this.
That yes, but the other stuff,
What other stuff? That's it. That's all it was.
the coloring for Savannah, the story,
Yeah.
the
That's all.
worksheets
Now,
for
because
Aiden.
it's gonna be three different things because it's Mike.
I understand that.
So it's not
but
gonna be the same thing
I
for all
just-
of them.
I wasn't clear about all of. I just wasn't clear. I'm
Because
sorry.
okay, what did I do with Michael? What did I do with Aiden? What did I do with Savannah? Just repeat. Copy, rinse, repeat. It's not
Okay, so for Savannah, there were 2 coloring sheets with the story to go with them. So
Right.
then after that, you want me to go on the website and print out some more coloring sheets, more stories.
Yeah.
You want me to read the story to her while she's coloring. We discuss it. Like
Okay. Now, I mean, do you want me to think for you too and move your hand like
this
you?
is your plan, your vision.
But it's not.
I need your vision. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I won't-
It's not that like now you I feel like you're overcomplicating it, and you're being difficult. Like
I'm seriously. No, I'm serious.
okay, but you teach them throughout the week. Like you can
Yes, and I have
use
a
some discernment.
curriculum.
It's a coloring worksheet with the story to go behind it. You can
It's 2 stories and 2 coloring worksheets. Then what?
Oh, okay. Once again, you can use.
And I didn't know if you wanted her to do that on the Shabbat or during the week. I seriously
Okay, but
didn't know.
and you didn't ask either. And so, is he about to knock the lamp over?
No, I was holding on to the.
Oh, so but all I'm saying is you have enough common sense to figure out how to implement a coloring page with a Bible story to match. You can
Okay.
I mean, you need me to tell you when and where how to do that, how to tell a
Is this
4-year-old.
for the Shabbat or is this for during the week?
That's a simple question. For the Shabbat, but
okay.
that's not a question
But
you
then
asked.
You just said during the week.
For Micah, I
For
implemented.
Micah only.
How
Not for
it
Aiden?
don't take a week.
Okay, Aiden has several worksheets.
Okay, and we watched Aiden do it. How long did it take him to do the worksheet?
I don't know, baby.
It didn't take him, but maybe an hour, maybe
To do,
30
he didn't
minutes.
do all the worksheets, did he?
No, to do one, it don't take him that long. So that's something he can do on the Shabbat. It's not the same. Micah has a quiz with questions. He got to go in the Bible, read and research, in his
Okay.
substance process,
I
and
need
he has to
everybody-
write.
everything laid out very clear and simple for me.
Which is I did that.
Okay, well,
I mean, you didn't
Maybe.
listen, you didn't pay attention, you didn't focus on it.
okay.
Then say that, but don't say I didn't
Maybe
give you the
that's
blueprint.
the case. So next time I need to write things down because once again my brain does not hold information like that.
Yeah, like speaking to the mic.
Okay.
You keep moving
It's a
and spinning.
habit, baby.
I
It's
know
a habit
it,
that I have not formed.
and I'm reminding you.
Thank you.
That's all I'm doing, reminding you. So, I mean, and that's all I'm saying. So, I gave you the blueprint. Let's just follow through. And there's nothing wrong with asking those questions, but I get defensive when you say, well, I need this, I need that. You didn't do this, you didn't do that. I'm like, I did those things.
Okay. Well, perception. I feel like you did, and you feel like you did. So.
But I showed you I did. I explained it to you just now. You don't agree? I mean, what did I just explain? Aside from
Okay. So even like with Micah, okay. So you wanted him to work on that throughout the week. I mean, I don't know. I just know what I'm responsible. Am I responsible for reminding him every day to do that, or he's supposed to do that independently? Remind himself to do that? Are you gonna remind him to do that? Are you gonna follow up with him? Like, how does this work? I need to know what I'm responsible for.
you're the teacher.
Okay, so I'm responsible for that.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you was responsible for that.
For,
I
how,
thought you were sharing with me
how,
what you're doing,
how
but
how
I'm doing this.
okay,
I need
but
to know what I'm doing.
let's be practical. I get up at 5:45,
No,
6 o'clock in the morning.
that was when you were not working.
I
You
wouldn't.
gave them assignment you were not working. So I
Right.
didn't
So
know.
then, so going forward, how am I going to do that?
Okay, going forward, yes.
Then what are you asking me?
Or you come home every night. You can follow up with him. Did you do your Bible reading today? Do
But,
you have
okay,
any questions
I
about
can
it?
follow up. Yes, when I
mean,
get
you
home.
can
But
be the Bible teacher,
listen,
even though you work full time.
I am the Bible teacher.
You're
but
not. Okay.
but I'm not the Bible teacher. Cause you about to say I seen it in your face. I mean, I ain't saying you don't teach the Bible too. I'm just saying I am the Bible teacher.
You're not the Bible teacher.
I am the Bible teacher. Yes, I am. You're not gonna take that from me.
You're not the Bible teacher to your children.
You're not the
You're about to
person.
teach
You
the other
can't. Nobody can
people.
hear what you're saying. You're not talking to the mic.
I said you're not the Bible teacher to your children. You're the Bible teacher to other people.
I am the Bible teacher to my children.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
You're the homeschool teacher. Of course, you teach them more than I do. You're with them 80% more than me.
Okay.
So I'm not taking nothing from you, but I'm saying you're asking about but the follow up when I get home from work. But I'm saying throughout the day when I'm at work, you're here with them, and you're asking me who's supposed to implement the Bible lessons throughout the week. I mean, that's like a no-brainer. So come and say, I don't understand why you even asked me that. I feel like that's you just making it difficult.
Okay. Okay.
Because what's understood don't need to be said. Like it's clear
Okay.
that you're going to be the one here with them. You're the one teaching them. You just made the point. You teaching the
Okay,
Bible.
but once again, I feel like you threw a few worksheets out there, and then that was it. So then what?
But
Like
see,
you didn't
when
give me
say-
a blueprint. You
when-
didn't give me a plan.
And we right
What are
back,
we doing?
We right back to square one.
Like-
we right back to square one. We just went through this. You're saying that, but that's not accurate. What you just said
Okay,
was hold
so
on.
let's say hypothetically.
Hold on. Back up.
I
Stop,
went through
stop,
all
stop.
the stuff with
No,
them that week.
No. Stop.
Then what?
Let's do it one thing at a time. Because now you want to try to get away from it. See what you're doing. Because you just sit there and say it like, hey, I printed out some worksheets and said, hey, look here, and I walked away. Is that what happened? No. I printed out worksheets. I looked up, I found some stuff, I found some good websites, and I shared it with you. Hey, check this out. And I printed out the worksheets. Then I went to my children. I said, okay, this is what I want you to do. This is what I want
Okay.
you to do. This is what I want you to do. I found I went in the school area where you got everything set up.
You got them
I
set
found
up, working on their
I
stuff.
found folders to put it in. I gave them a routine. I gave them a routine. Then I explained to you what was going on. You saw it. You witnessed it.
You gave them a routine. What's the routine?
We'll get there. But I gave them a routine. I explained it to them, and then when they was working on the worksheet, I sat there with them. I went back and forth because at one point you came to me, was like, well, Micah don't know this and he don't know that. I'm like, well, I just sat down, I just explained to him. I went through this. I helped him with this. You was like, oh, because once again you're assuming I don't do none of this stuff, and so I just did all those things. And now you're saying again after we just went through this 10 minutes ago, you're saying, well, you didn't give me a blueprint, but I did. I just explained the blueprint again. Everything I did. You make it seem like I just printed out worksheets and said, hey, look, do something with this.
Okay, well maybe blueprint is the wrong word. Maybe we're not thinking of the
I mean,
same thing.
you remember when you came to the dining table when I had all the worksheets laid out and I had them
Yes.
separated for these are for Micah,
Yes,
these are
that's
for
not a
Savannah.
blueprint, baby.
No, I ain't say it was, but I'm saying you remember because you make it seem like all I did was print out some paper and I had everything separated and I went through all of it with you. I showed this is for this is gonna be the family games we can do. This is for Micah. This for and you said, well, Ada can do this too, and Micah he like these too. Yeah, but I want to have something for him, and something for her.
Okay.
And we went through this. We talked about this. But you're making it seem like I just print out worksheets and just say, here, figure it out.
Okay, but to me that's not a blueprint.
I didn't say that was a blueprint. I didn't say that was. I explained what
Okay.
the blueprint was because I did everything with them. I showed them the routine. I explained to them what I wanted to do. I followed up with them. Even when and we talked. Remember we talked about excellence. We talked about
Yes.
pushing excellence to our children. So when Aiden left his paper on there, Savannah drew on it and put a hole in it. I say, I balled it up. Hey, this is not excellent. I can't take this. We got to start over.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I told them how to put their name on the top, the date, right?
Okay.
I went step by step with both of them, and then I sat down with Savannah and gave her something to do. And told her, babe, I want you to try to color in the lines, and then we can go through the story with her later.
Okay.
So I did everything. So when and I'm saying that is the blueprint, not me showing you on the tape, but what I did with them.
Okay, but I wasn't present for any of that. So what you talking about? Savannah put a hole in Ada's paper and you bought it up. I don't know any of that. I wasn't present.
You were
I'm
present.
not aware of the blueprint. So, but then you say you expect me to implement the blueprint. I don't know what the blueprint is.
Okay, well then, okay. So
So,
now, okay, so this is where the gap came in at. But you keep saying I didn't give you the blueprint. We talked about because everything I did, I talked about with you. I discussed it with you. We sat down and we talked about what I wanted to do with this. Like we had that conversation. Now you didn't watch me step by step implement everything. That's okay, and that's fine. We can hash that out and go over that again. But don't keep saying I just printed out some papers and throw them at you.
okay.
That's what I'm. That's what you keep. You print out papers, just throw them at me. Not what happened.
Okay.
I'm being. You're assassinating my character.
Okay. Either way, I would like for both of us to sit down and come up with a concrete plan for teaching our children the Bible
This is where you lose me.
during
at.
the week and Shabbat. But
Come up with a concrete plan. What is that? Because it sounds like when you say concrete, you mean a detailed plan. Because what is a concrete plan opposed to a plan that's not concrete?
like a plan that's not concrete. Read the Bible every day. That's a plan, but it's not detailed. It's just okay. What we gonna read? How much we gonna read? Like
Well, if I'm giving you the autonomy to decide, it don't matter. Just
no,
read it
it's
every
not
day.
autonomy. It's like a direction.
It's not a lack of direction. It's a Bible. They got words in it. Read it every day. I'm giving you as an adult. I'm trusting you to have enough.
You're giving me the responsibility.
You already have the response. I'm not giving you already have it. Who's the teacher?
Okay,
Who's,
but in my
our children,
mind,
our children are homeschooled, right?
yes,
Who's the teacher?
I'm the teacher.
Who's responsible for teaching them?
I'm responsible for teaching them.
Okay, so I'm not giving you the responsibility. You already have
However,
it.
no, in my mind, you are the spiritual leader of our household. You should be responsible for all of our spiritual growth and
Yes,
development.
and I'm delegating responsibility. That's part of the leadership.
You're
and
dumping
delegation.
responsibility on me.
I'm not dumping
Yes, you
responsibility.
are.
What responsibility have I dumped on you?
Teaching our children about the Bible.
When I dumped it on you?
You just said you delegated the responsibility and autonomy to me to teach our children.
No,
The Bible.
No. You came up with an example. You said, okay, if you tell me, make sure our children read the Bible every day. Okay, and you said that's not a concrete plan. That's not me, because that didn't happen. So let's not take a made-up scenario and say I did that and I dumped that responsibility on you. That was an example you came up with. You said, okay, let's just use the example, read the Bible. And I'm saying, okay, that's a plan. What's wrong with that? If that was what I said, that's not hard to implement. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all was already doing something similar to that anyway. You was going over Bible verses. And as an adult, as a parent, as a teacher, if I say, because I'm a teacher, I go to a school and I teach.
Yes.
Okay, and they say, hey, this is what I need you to cover for this year. I need to make sure they know this. They don't tell me step by step how, what, with it. No, you're the teacher, you're the professional. You do that. Just make sure that gets done.
Okay, but then you're not giving me a framework. Just make sure our children know the Bible.
No, now you changed it from
Like,
read the Bible every day.
okay, the principal gives the teacher
no.
frame. No, by your analogy, okay, the principal or administration gives the teacher. Students need to know X, Y, and Z.
So okay, okay. I teach theater arts. Wait. I teach theater arts, right? And they come to me and say, hey, listen, make sure that they're reading or they're doing they're learning theater arts vocabulary every day. Blank.
Okay.
So now it's on me to make sure they're learning Theater arts vocabulary every day. They didn't say if it had to be different vocabulary. They didn't say how much vocabulary. They didn't say what vocabulary. That's on me. But
Okay.
as long as when they come to me and say, hey, can you show me the vocabulary they've been learning every day? Okay, this is what it is, blah, blah, blah. And,
Okay.
and, and, and if they say, well, you didn't do this, hey, all you told me was this. That's on me. So if I tell you, hey,
Mhm.
make sure my children read the Bible every day, and you give them one Bible verse and you tell them to read the same Bible verse every day, and then 2 months, a month, a week, 2 weeks, and I come and say, okay, babe, what's up with the, with the thing? Well, yeah, they've been reading it every day. Well, wow, well, this all you said. That's on me. But it's not complicated if I say, hey, make sure, and this is, once again, this is your example. It's not saying what this will happen. But if I tell you, have the children read the Bible every day, it's nothing lacking in those instructions. I'm trusting you
Okay.
to to use your discernment, your wisdom, your understanding to have them read the Bible every day. If it's one Bible verse every day, that's what they're doing because that's all I gave you. If you choose to give them a different Bible verse, you tell them to read one chapter every day, and I come baby, that's way too much. Well, look, baby, you told me this, and that's what I felt like was what I'm giving you the autonomy to do. So you saying, well, I'm just dumping it on you. You're already the teacher, and you asking for a blueprint. You asking for some guidance, some direction, some structure. And I'm saying, okay, they're at this age, just have them read something every day. And you saying, well, that's not enough. That's a lack of direction. That's a lack of instruction. That's a lack of whatever.
But you didn't even tell me I haven't read something every day.
No, that's a scenario you made up.
Okay, well, tell me something. That's what I'm just saying. Give
But
me something.
I did. Why we
Oh,
going through this again?
you gave me a few worksheets.
No, I didn't give you.
That's
That's
all
a-
I got. I'm sorry.
see, okay,
That's all I
okay.
got.
It's all you got. That's one
Okay,
thing.
I mean, write your name and date on the paper every day.
That's what I gave them.
Color inside the lines.
I didn't give you
Like,
that. I
what
gave them
else?
that.
Okay,
But
so what did you give?
I gave you the sources. I gave and
You
I
saved the links?
yes,
Right.
yes, on your computer, not mine.
Okay, so you want me to go to those websites and continue to find material for them every day? I don't understand. Give me a website. Okay, what to do with this? Like, I'm serious.
Now, you see my face, right? Because
Okay.
now,
So then that's why I just feel like we
no,
can't work together.
no, because
you're not taking me serious.
no, I am taking you serious, but I feel like you're too intelligent to play this role of I don't know what to do. Can you tell me what to do and how to think and you know what you mean? You teach them every day. Like you had a
Yes.
you
And
hold up.
curriculums, it takes time
Okay.
to develop
When
a
you were doing
curriculum to
okay.
choose.
You-
Okay, and okay, basically, I feel like this is your area of responsibility. I just feel like I'm not saying you don't care, but you're not invested in how our children learn about the Bible, what they learn about the Bible. Is you just like, just do it. Like, the fact that you're not, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I wish you would care more. That's all I
But
can say.
I do care more.
But if you cared, then you would put in time and energy to be concerned about. I mean, like you said, you just okay. I don't know.
No, I mean I agree with you. That's why I took the initiative to do what I did to find resources to start printing
I
out
can
sheets.
do that, baby.
But you didn't. I did.
Okay.
Because why? Because you said like you just said, I need to put in more effort, more thought. So what? I mean, you want me to do something you can't do? What are you saying? When you say I can do that, what does that mean? So you want me to find something you can't do and do that with them? What is that? What are you saying? I can do that. I can do. What does that mean? That mean I shouldn't do it? I'm trying to understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you just said you want me to put in more, I guess, more effort, more consideration, take more initiative to you know what I'm saying, to be involved in their learning of the scriptures. Okay,
Like
I
I
just
can
did that.
Google children's Bible lessons and find some websites. That's what you did. That's what you gave me.
Okay, it's
Okay,
it's a start.
but-
Hold on, it's a starting point, right? So
It's a starting point. But okay, but thinking like, okay, do we want to go through the Bible chronologically with our children and then just repeat from
No,
from
but
beginning to end and then repeat it?
I want to start, which was what I've always started, the Ten Commandments. I just said I want that to be the foundation.
Okay.
So, because when I tell you this stuff, it's like because it's not the plan you have or something, it don't compute. You just I want to start with the Ten Commandments. I want them to know the Ten Commandments. I want that to be the basis,
Okay.
and then from the Ten Commandments we'll go from there. Right now, Let's just do the 10 Commandments.
Okay.
Let's learn that. And then
Okay.
after we get that done, then we can progress to the next step. Because it's gonna be different for Micah than it is for Aiden than it is for Savannah.
Okay. Well. Okay. All right.
I mean, and I'm sure, and I am recording this. I'm sure I said this earlier in the conversation about the 10 Commandments being the foundation, the basis.
Okay.
So when I told Micah just now, hey, go learn the 10 Commandments, then you do, that wasn't an arbitrary statement. I just didn't pull it out of thin air. I've been on this.
Okay.
And so without me finding the sources, the websites, printing out the worksheets, doing this is me doing exactly what you said you wish I do more of. Be more involved, care more. That's exactly what I'm
Okay.
doing. Because
It's start. Yes.
you got to
Thank
start
you.
somewhere, right?
Thank
You know
you.
what I'm saying? Because you're the teacher, so I'm trusting you to do certain things. Y'all was doing well. You had the Bible verses. You had the
So
thing.
okay. So
So
this is what we were doing. Like we
right,
were doing a verse of the week.
right,
So every week we do one verse and we
mhm,
memorize it.
right.
That was it. We just read it at breakfast. And
That's not. I mean, we talking about a 4-year-old, with at the time a 6-year-old, and at the time 8-year-old. Now we got 9, 7, and 4. Soon
okay.
to be 5. So
And then we
that's not a
have
bad start.
I have this preschool devotional. So you read a little story.
Right.
It has a
I mean,
little thing
I
to
feel
it,
like you
and
were
then it has
doing.
a scripture to go with the story, and then a little prayer at the end that we
Yeah.
repeat.
And I feel like you were doing a good job
Um,
with that. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? So,
yes. I mean, once I had the baby, then things
right,
got
which is
out of whack.
understandable, right?
But I mean, like I guess I just want to consult with you. Like, do you feel like that's enough? I feel like it's
Well,
good.
but I'm getting involved now. That's what I
Yes,
meant.
you are.
This is,
And
I
I
feel
mean,
like
and these are
you're
discussions.
overcritical of my efforts. When I get involved, then you're like, well, what all you did was this. I could do that myself. Well, what you want me to do?
I guess I just
I'm getting involved. Am I not? You know what I'm saying? I'm not
yes.
getting involved the way you want me to. I'm not doing
Okay,
it
but
with.
I guess this is my expectation. My
Oh, okay.
expectation is that you did that, and then the next couple months is not gonna be nothing.
Okay, well don't
And then
crucify
you're
me for
gonna
something I
pop
haven't
up
done
another
yet.
couple months, and then learn the 10 Commandments, and then
Okay,
radio silence for another couple
but
months,
if I do that, then you
and
have a
then
legitimate gripe.
learn
But
the
I
Ten
haven't done
Commandments.
that. That's not what you know what I'm saying. You're projecting what you think is gonna happen, and you're dealing with me
That's my
based on that.
experience.
Huh?
That's my experience.
What's the experience?
You pop up every now and then, teaching them something about the Bible, but it's not consistent. It's just every now and then.
Yes, because you're the teacher, not me.
So then, once again,
You're the day-to-day, but that's what you're homeschooled. That's what you mean. It's not like I'm dumping it
no,
on
no,
you
baby.
because
Listen, if
my
our
principles
children were in school, we're definitely not entrusting the school to teach them about the Bible. So homeschool has nothing to do with
has everything to do with because that's
no,
part of the reason why we homeschool is because we want to teach them things we want them to know.
no. But if our children were in school, we still have to teach them about the Bible. And if I'm just hypothetical, if I'm a working parent, you're a working parent. One of us got to teach them about the Bible. It ain't
Yeah,
got necessarily got to be me.
great, true,
It can be
agree.
you. And
Yes,
it's right now, even though I'm the homeschool parent, I teach them reading, writing, arithmetic. That don't mean I have to teach them the Bible
it doesn't
because I
mean
teach them other things.
it doesn't mean you have to, but it doesn't mean that, right? But because you're the primary teacher, you should be teaching them the scriptures, right? Now, through and that's part of the reason why I did my best to put you in a position where you didn't have to work, so that you could homeschool, so that we could teach them Bible scriptures throughout the week, throughout the day, so they can be the foundation can be the Word of God and not whatever the school curriculum is or whatever these teachers are teaching. That's part of the reason why I say I praise the Most High. We're in this position to do that. That's the advantage of homeschool, that you can include Bible curriculum and teach them these things. We've had discussions about the Bible curriculum, using the Bible to teach history and different things. So everything we do is centered around the Bible and them learning that.
Can I move this?
Yeah, you can move.
Okay.
Yeah. So you say, I mean, you're saying, well, you shouldn't have to be the person to teach them the Bible, and you don't have to be, but you are the primary teacher. Why would you not be teaching them the Bible?
I don't know. I guess I view this as ultimately your responsibility.
Everything is my responsibility, and I'm not saying that to be. I'm not saying, but it is. Everything is ultimately my responsibility,
Okay.
and part of my responsibility was choosing a wife
Mhm.
that could rear my children up in the way that I see fit.
Okay.
I'm I'm serious.
Okay.
That's part of my responsibility. So now I'm trusting you to do that. And if you need help, fine. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and you're 100% correct when you say I need to be more involved, and I see that. So that's what I'm doing. And then
Okay.
you're expecting me to not do it, which is I hate that I've created that expectation. That's on me. That's my fault. But I'm saying going forward, rather than waiting on me to not do it or waiting on me to be unsuccessful in this attempt, support what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I call, why you think I even called you in here to show you what I came up with? I could have just went to my sons myself and did it, but I'm trying to include you. Like you said, you want to consult, you want to do. I'm trying to include you in my ideas, my thoughts, then I'm demonstrating how I feel like it should be done. Like this is what I'm doing because I'm not gonna be here in the week because I did that last week knowing I was gonna start work this week. So I wanted to get that going before I went to work.
Okay.
What that face mean?
Get what going? 5 worksheets. Like,
Why
what
you
did you
keep
get going?
why you keep relegated to that?
Cause that's all it was.
So so the sources I gave you, trash, nothing, don't mean nothing.
Okay. Well,
Cause all I did
you
was print. Cause no, look,
you
you saying
showed them to me, but you did not express that you want me to pull lessons from these websites on a daily basis, weekly basis. I don't even know. What do you want me to do?
use these as sources to teach the
If
Bible,
I can get my own sources,
but you
I'm
don't.
saying. Okay.
I mean, you can, but you don't. Why? Why
But
you
then
said?
it's
Because you
like
said you feel like I should be more involved in that, right?
even like I also like I don't want it to be arbitrary. Like I don't want to be doing some random activities.
It's not random activities. It's all based on the Ten Commandments.
Okay.
It's not random. Did you? I showed you what it was. It wasn't random activity. I got the family games based on around the Ten Commandments. I got the Ten Commandments flashcards. I got the worksheets about everything is about the Ten. It's not just random things.
Okay.
It's Ten Commandments based because I want that to be their foundation. I don't know how many times, how many different ways I got to say that, and you just keep relegating and diminishing what I did. You just gave me some random worksheets. It wasn't random worksheets. And I showed you the worksheets, and I show and then you keep saying well 5 worksheets, but when I printed them out, you complained about that. Oh, you gonna use all the ink printing out these worksheets?
I didn't say ink. I said paper.
Okay,
But
I'm gonna use all the paper. So you complain about me printing out the paper, then you say all I did was print out 5 worksheets. I can't win.
okay. Okay. All right. So
So I mean, what I'm supposed to do? What would be ideal for you? Let's communicate. What would be ideal? Ideal. What would be the ideal approach and level of involvement? What would be appeasing to you? We can't hear you.
okay. So you've given me a theme, 10 Commandments. Okay. So I don't know why, but I guess I didn't really get that until now.
Well, we know why. We know why. Don't make me say it, because we know why. She
Um.
don't listen to
Okay. So are these things you want us to do? You want us to do these throughout the week? I don't know. I guess just
Well, okay, so I
I
think.
don't know.
Well, let me let me
I
let
just
me.
need some direction.
Okay, so
I'm
let me.
sorry.
All right, no, it's fine. That's fair. So with Micah, I think it needs to be more repetitive throughout the week. He's older. He needs, more involvement, more time in it. I don't want to put the same level of effort and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
time as with Aiden.
Yeah.
2 different grade levels, right? So Aiden, it could be on the Shabbats, right? Maybe Friday night, Saturday. You know what I'm saying? He can do these things, and then we can talk about it in the day, right? And then like throughout
Okay.
the week, you do your regular scripture stuff. Well,
So
Savannah, of
that's
course,
what my other question. Like, is
yeah,
this in addition to
yeah. I
like
mean,
daily
you know what I'm
Bible
saying?
reading?
Because it's not like I told Mike. I gave him a quiz that had I think 10 questions or something. I said you got a week to do it. And I told him, listen, in order for you to meet this deadline, you're gonna have to do X amount of questions every day. All right, you can do 2 a day, and then on the last day you can do the rest of them, or you can do 3 or 4 a day, just as long as you got a week to get it done. Right, do it, but at least I need to do at least 2 questions every day. Right, and then, um, and I mean honestly, I can. I don't mind coming home every week, every Thursday, and you know what I'm saying, and figuring out what he gonna do for the next week. That's why I went ahead and printed out X amount of sheets so that I give myself time to find the next things for him to do. And I don't mind following up with him, sitting down with him, because I don't know if you know about this, but we got something we're gonna start doing with what I'm gonna start doing with Micah and maybe Aiden and hopefully other children, brothers and sisters. But I got a segment I want to call these little ones, and basically where I'm gonna sit Micah where you're sitting, and we're gonna have a conversation and talk about biblical things from the mindset of a 9-year-old. So, and like I told him, there's a couple of reasons why I want to do that. One is to, be more involved in the teaching and imparting, sharing wisdom and understanding I have with him. Two, because it allows me to spend time with him and share my passion. So it's something I like doing, and I want to instill and pour these things into him. So it's a 2 for 1 in that area. And then thirdly, I feel like him asking questions, me being able to explain things to a child, everybody can learn from that, and other children can learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's something else I want to put into place. Like I said, because remember I told you before, I got my 7-year theory,
Mm-hmm.
and right, Micah's in 9-2 of his second 7 years, which as he progresses, this is when I feel like this is my time to start teaching him how to be a man, right? And then I think every 7 years it's like another stage in a person's life. This is my theory. I don't. People be like, "Well, you get it." It's my theory. All right. This is
In classical education, they have a similar theory.
yeah,
But anyway, there's like 3 stages of development and learning.
yeah.
But
So, I think 1 to 7. I think those are critical years from the mother. I think it's critical years. Now he's transitioning from you to me. And then 8 and 7. So over the next couple of years, he's gonna be transitioning from you to me. And like my mom always talk about how harsh I am and how hard I am, and I tell my mom, listen, I'm not raising boys, I'm raising men. And at 9, at 7, yeah, I might be intimidating to them, it might be scary to them, but by the time they 14, 15, 16, it's not gonna be the same. They'll be a lot more mature. They'll be able to understand and handle a man talking to them like a man. Too many people are sensitive, man. I thank the Father because I was raised by all women, but playing sports, being around uh manly men, rough
mm-hmm.
men, it makes you be able to deal with somebody being straight up with you, being direct with you, being
Mm-hmm.
abrasive, but not getting to your feelings about it,
Gotcha.
not reacting to your feelings. So yeah, 9-year-old, his feelings might get hurt when I talk to him a certain kind of way. But when he's 14, 15, he'll be used to it. He'll understand it, and he'll be able to express himself and be able to take criticism, construction, even no matter how it's given. Because I think that's a problem. Too many people reject sound information, sound guidance, sound teaching because they don't like the way it was delivered.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And as a woman, I don't expect women to get that. Women are wired different. That's not her role. My mom, my mom, I love her to death, and I know she means well and everything, but at the end of the day, she's never been a father. It's impossible. She can't be a father. She can't raise a man. You know what I mean? You raise a boy, and then at some point he has a father. A man has to raise a man.
Mm-hmm.
No more than I can teach a girl how to be a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's just my thing. So like I said, with him being 9 and everything, I understand that it's my time to step in and start to be a much greater influence. So, yeah, I'm with you. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Speaking of, what you gonna do about this one? I feel like you creating a monster.
You say that about all of them.
No, I ain't said it about Michael. I ain't said it about Ada. Savannah was already like that. She came out ready. Stop before you mess up my mic, boy. Something like this. See, you just heard me tell him to stop the first time. Then you let him touch the mic again. Look, he
No,
touching again. Why don't you headbutt him?
I
Or
don't.
take his hand and bite it. You ain't got to draw blood, but he got to get the point.
Whatever.
No. What the- Serious, like, nah, I'm exaggerating, but you gotta do something. Like, I feel like you're too soft on this boy. That boy just run amok. Tear up everything. My couch all stained up. I don't
He
like it.
didn't do that.
Huh?
That's not his fault. He didn't do that. Your other ones did that.
It was, okay. But you on your watch. That's the point. If I was here, it wouldn't have happened. Wouldn't be no Play-Doh on my carpet, on my couch. And then who gonna fix it? I spent 20,000 pounds on that furniture, which back then was probably about what? How much it was? Probably $800, I think it was. Maybe $1,200 on that furniture. I forget what it was, but it was a lot of money when we was broke. And I feel like that furniture need to last us for the rest of our life. I need to be able to pass it on to my grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
I know we gonna ship that wherever country we move to. We gonna
Yes,
ship that there.
yes, it's gonna go there. So, and you not making them take care of my stuff. And then when I come home and I get belligerent behind my stuff, then I'm the bad dude. I'm the bad guy. And it's really your fault because you the adult on duty and you letting them run amok. Do something about these children.
Maybe you should have chose a better wife. One that you can entrust to delegate all responsibilities.
Okay. That's what we doing now. That's what we doing. I should have chose a better wife. Well, how about I get a second wife to
No,
help you out? How
help
about
me out.
yeah, help you out?
With my children.
Huh? I can't hear you.
Help me out with
Yeah,
our children.
yeah.
It's called a nanny.
Huh?
Get a nanny
A
to
concubine?
watch the children.
You want me to get a concubine? Want me to get a
No,
Hagar?
it's called another set of eyes to
Huh?
watch the children. Since I can't see everything at all times, I can't be everywhere at all
Yes,
times.
you can't, right? So you can't speak into the mic at all times. But
Okay.
that's true. But and I keep telling you to make it easier on yourself. Like I can't be, but you set parameters. And if they step outside the parameters, put the electric fence up. Hey man, leave my mic
Okay. Well, like
alone.
with the petty, that's my fault.
I know it's your fault. That's what I
So
said.
I'm sorry.
But
Okay.
then we gotta wash them. We gotta fix the furniture now for them stains set in and all this stuff. I need a
Yes,
Scotch
sir.
guard, so I need to clean them arms too. But anyway, I'm just saying, and it's difficult to create these systems, and it's repetitive, and you gotta drill it. But once you do that, then it makes it so much easier in the long run. I feel like you
I
don't want to
agree.
do the hard part to do these systems and create these parameters and say okay and stay on top of them until they get it.
Yes and no, but I got you. I'm with you.
Like
I'm with you.
I got that paddle, man. Stop beating them children.
I'm not using the paddle.
Why not? Why not?
It's not my style.
Discipline is not your style. What do you mean? Until you get mad, then you be your voice change. You ever heard you ever heard yourself when you get mad?
No.
You know, I be here all here, your voice get deep. How'd I tell you? Uh oh, she mad now. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's not a good thing. I feel like you shouldn't discipline children out of anger. But as a mom, that's kind of just how it goes. Cause you know what I'm saying. You say that, but I ain't gonna. I don't know if you want me to disclose. You know what I'm saying. Some of the stuff that happened with you and that girl,
What girl?
Savannah.
Oh,
You know
why
you
you
didn't put
gotta
hands.
call her that girl?
Yeah, you didn't put hands on that girl.
I've spanked all my
No,
children.
I ain't said spank. Put hands on.
What you talking about?
Oh, so you don't remember that? You put hands on Savannah in the hallway right outside that door right there. You don't remember that? You remember something? Just something you told me she did. And you did. Yeah.
No.
You hit her with the. She was stressed out. You don't remember that? You told
No.
me. I didn't see it. You told me. You was like, yeah, she did something.
I don't remember.
Yeah. You must have blacked out. So you got to stop blacking out, my children. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Wait till you come and then put that wood to them and get them straight.
Anyway.
It ain't got to hurt. You ain't got to beat them raw, you know what I'm saying? But just the idea that you got to paddle and you'll use it,
That's true.
it'll, you know what I'm saying? It'll inspire some obedience.
I feel like it's like at school.
Yeah.
Like first time you break the rules, the warning. Second time you break the rules, you gotta write sentences. Third time, it's the paddle. Go to the
Yeah.
office.
See, I don't know about.
Paddle.
I don't like all that. I like one and done.
No, I mean that's what they're. Okay. I'm just saying that's what it reminded me of. What you just said.
Yeah, I'm just saying I like one and done. I ain't no. Listen, this is what it is. Now you violate, I'm a put a lump on your head. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you behind like until it's baboon red. You know.
Really?
Yes, really. Like him. Look at him. He think he won. He can do whatever he want to do. Ain't nothing funny. Whatever. Hey, nothing. You better leave my mic alone.
No.
I'm telling you right now. I ain't your mama. I will die. Hey,
No.
see what I'm saying? You let them tear my stuff
I
up.
watch TV.
Get away from my equipment. Looking like show enough.
What time is it?
It is 6:12 p.m.
Okay, I should probably go fix some dinner for them.
Fix some dinner.
Mhm.
Yeah. So let me ask you. Well, I know you gotta go. So let me ask you something else. What what is it like? Two-part question. What is it like being a wife? What does it mean to be a wife? And then what is it like being my wife? Because anybody who knows me, everybody say that. How do you deal with him? How does it, like you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a good dude. I feel like you know what I'm saying. I'm a good husband. I feel like I'm fun to be around. But everybody, how do you deal with him? Oh my God, I couldn't imagine being married, being stuck with this guy all the time. I don't think they mean out of a bad place, but you know, answer that question. Like, what is it like being a wife? You weren't always
That's
a
such
wife.
a loaded question. Such a big question. Like it could be here for hours talking about that.
Well, okay, I got
People
time.
have books and books about that. So many videos about that. Like it's such a vast topic.
I mean, you ain't gotta, write a book about it, but just, give your general. I know you don't like doing general, but give your response to it. Like, okay, just start one thing at a time. What is
Okay.
it like transitioning from, a single college girl to being a wife?
It's very difficult.
Being a
Uh,
wife is difficult.
I think. I
Okay.
mean, yes, most women who get married, not, I won't say most women who get married do so willingly and are in the mind frame, the mindset that the two become one. And as a wife, you're submissive to your husband, or those who who believe in the Bible anyway. And that the husband is the leader of the household. But um, it's an adjustment period to put yourself under someone else. It takes some getting used to. But I guess if you're coming from a culture where you're under your father and then you're under your husband, then it's not that much of a transition. But if you're like from America, where women are on their own, totally independent, and then you go from being independent to dependent or subjugating yourself to someone, then it's a transition period. But um, and in the beginning, I think it's not as hard as it is later on in the years when stuff gets real. But yeah.
So, I mean, that sounds like doom and gloom. Why would anybody want to get married after hearing that?
I mean,
What's the other side of
you gotta make it through the rough patches, but when you do, it's nice. It's beautiful. Uh, oh, like this is a lot, babe. It's a
Into the
lot.
mic?
This is a lot to talk about
Yeah,
on the
it's kind
spot.
of heavy. But I mean, think about it. Just think about the women that you're helping that need to hear this stuff. Because it's like you said, it's not all peaches and cream. Right? It's not all peaches and cream. I don't know why I said it's not all what's it cherries and
Yeah,
roses or
yeah,
whatever.
peaches and cream. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, well, whatever. I mean, it's not always sunny in Philadelphia, right? Sometimes
Yeah.
there's ups and there's downs, there's good and there's bad. But just I mean, but there's more to it than just that, right? So I mean, what's the upside? I mean, that's the reality of it, right? Is that it's not as simple and it's not as fun it's not all good
I mean,
all the
so
time.
yeah,
But
like marriage is hard. You have to
the
continually.
mic,
Marriage is hard. You have to continually work at it, but it's worth it. I think it's worth it to have the opportunity and be blessed to be married in a sanctified union to build a family, to bring forth life into this world. I mean, for me, having a family is joyful. It's hard, but it's joyful. And watching your children grow up and having your partner, your husband by your side, someone to live your life with, because loneliness is an epidemic
Mm.
in America. Like I read that somewhere, and I mean, really, all kinds of mental and physical disorders stem from loneliness, disorders and effects. And I read that like right now, loneliness is considered epidemic in America. People are lonely, and so I mean, I've learned community is everything, because what's life without people to enjoy it with? And so being married, having someone to live your life with, a partner to build your legacy, to me that's everything. So it's worth it. Somebody to grow old with, most high willing. Both of y'all get to grow old together. Um, yeah,
Okay, so I want to ask you something. You talked about learning to, what you, I think you said, be subordinate to someone,
submissive.
submissive, subordinate.
Yeah,
Okay, so
subordinate. Yeah.
what's difficult about that? And I asked that question because I feel like I don't know. I want to say submissive to you as well. I don't know if that's the right word, but I feel like you being submissive. I don't ask you to do nothing that I don't do. I feel like maybe I'm wrong. And, because as a husband, my duty is to protect, provide, procreate, and so everything I do is centered around my family. I consider you and my children in every decision I make. So I don't do a lot of things I want to do. I don't, what I'm saying? A lot of things I do is because I have a wife and children. A lot of things I don't do is because I have a wife and children. So what's the difficult part, about being submissive or subordinate to someone or to your husband?
For me, my personal experience, learning to not learning to trust your husband, but learning how to follow his lead willingly, even when you don't agree.
I,
That was a process for me. So if you make a decision for our family that I won't don't agree with, first of all, I have to accept it that this is what we're doing, even though I don't want to do it. And then learning to wholeheartedly carry out the plan and not
begrudgingly.
begrudgingly. That was a learning process for me.
I guess for me, I think about it like a team sport. So I played football, right? I was all district honorable mention, right? And so so I was decent. I wasn't the best. I was far from the worst. Um, but facts, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, but on a team, like you have a role to play, and if your role is not calling the plays, then regardless if you agree with the play or not, that's like a minute aspect. Like what I'm saying, there's times we're in the game and we know, hey man, we got these guys, up front. We doing this. Hey, let's run this because I know it's gonna work because they can't stop us. Like we dominate them, and then the coach come with something way left field. You're like, what are you doing? But you know what I'm saying? You question it for a split second, but then that's the play that's called. And once it's called, you roll with it, and you go out there and you execute it, and you make it work. And if it doesn't work, it's not going to be because you didn't do your part. So for me as a man, it's not difficult for me to subjugate myself to somebody else's leadership. We do it every day in so many aspects of life, and I wonder why it's so difficult for many women to do that.
Well, in this context, like the stakes are much higher. It's not just a game. It's not just a couple hours. It's your life. It's my life. It's what I'm how I'm spending my whole life.
Good point. Good point.
Like it's not just it's a couple
Much greater
hours.
stakes. Yeah.
Much greater stakes.
I mean, at the time though, it was my life. I was a football player. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? No,
okay.
I'm
I
saying
mean,
it.
perception. I
Right,
mean, yes,
exactly. In
and
that
that was your
moment, yeah.
perception.
At the
Yes.
time, I mean, I mean, because we talking about blood, sweat, and tears. Because it's not football is a year-round thing. It's like you playing during the season, but off season you're training, you're running. I run until I threw up on multiple occasions. Not
Yeah.
maybe two times. Think you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you bleeding, you breaking bones. You know what I'm saying? You putting a lot into it. So it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? To win
Yeah.
and lose. It's it's not just a game.
Right, right.
It's more, it is a game, but it's more to, it's so much that goes into that. But anyway, point taken. This is on a much grander scale,
It's
and
on a
it's
much
much more.
grander scale, and I think the perception, I guess for me, the perception going into the marriage, like we're partners, I perceive us making decisions together, and I perceive my
Input,
input having greater weight,
equal weight, equal or greater.
greater than what it is.
Okay, so which I think your perception was equal weight. I think that's what thing like it's equal 50-50. So your opinion has as much weight as mine. That's what I think. What you kind of what the expectation of the idea is. And here's the thing with that, right? I think your opinion has more weight than you realize. I think that's one, but I also think it cannot be 50-50. It just can't because then there's no leadership.
I
If it's
didn't say it can't.
no, I'm not.
I
I'm not
didn't
saying
say
you
that.
did. I'm just saying I'm speaking to the whole idea, right? Because if we're I don't think we're a partnership. I think we're a team, and
Mhm.
somebody has to make the decisions. And the reason why it's on me to make the decision because it's my responsibility. If things don't work out, we moved overseas. We've been overseas 11 years. If something tragic happens, it's not on you. It's on me. If we move back to the states and something tragic happens, it's not on you. It's on me. Nobody's gonna blame you for it. I'm gonna get the blame for it. No matter what happens, whatever happens with this family, I take the responsibility for it. So ultimately, I have to make the call. You see what I'm saying? So, and if we're 50-50, then what happens when we disagree? We don't get anywhere, or we split. House divided cannot stand. So somebody has to have the final say so. It can't be, you know what I'm saying? Your opinion can't have as much weight as mine, or it's not gonna work. Anything with more than one head is a monster, right? So if it's two heads, then it just don't work. So, um, it just can't work like that. And then that's how I see it. That's why it's not. It's you know what I'm saying. But to go into like how much weight your opinion, your perspective has. I like to think. You tell me yes or no, but I like to think that I come to you and I consult with you and I consider your perspective, your take on every decision I make. I come to you first. I don't just make decisions and then say, hey, this is what it is. You got to deal with it. Do you feel that way or not? Has that been your perception, your experience?
I mean, you do come to me before you make decisions.
Right. So,
I give
um,
my input, and then you do what you're gonna do. So that's what it is.
right. Why, why you
You
look
didn't want
like
to buy
that?
this
Yeah.
furniture. I thought you shouldn't buy the furniture. You bought the furniture. It is what it is.
Right. Just like,
So
well, okay,
like,
and okay. So,
and so then and so I had to teach myself to not be upset about the fact that you bought the furniture because it was a good idea. It wasn't a good investment. Da, 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 whatever reasons I have in my mind.
right.
You did it. It's done. Whatever. Let it go.
Okay.
Move
So
on.
that's like when we moved in the house, the last house we was living in. I didn't want to move in the house. I wanted a 4 bedroom, and they advertised it a 4 bedroom, and it wasn't a 4 bedroom. It had 4 room. I guess that little extra part of the kitchen, which was a
Yeah.
dining area, not a really a room.
Yeah.
But you liked it. It was a kitchen, had that open space, and it was like you was like, yeah, this is it. I'm like, man, I don't really like this, but we looking. You would really like the place, and ultimately, like you said, you the one got to be there all day. So you know what? I I sucked it up. I got the place. So you know what I'm saying, and that's just an example of you know what I'm saying, me considering you, hearing what you're saying, and putting and cause taking your perspective, your opinion, your input, and applying it to our situation. Cause it wasn't the end of the world. But I didn't. I wanted a 4 bedroom. That wasn't a 4 bedroom. But I compromised. And I think that's a big part about it. So it goes both ways. And I just want to give that as an example of how your opinion does have weight. Like I said, it's not going to be equal, but it does have weight. I think any team, even though I'm not the quarterback, my assessment, my opinion, my experience should have some impact on the team because I'm out there in the field. So you know what I'm saying. I don't think it's I don't think it's accurate to look at a marriage like a partnership, but more like a team. Because I think partnership implies 50-50, even though not all partnerships are not 50-50, but I think it implies that. I think that's kind of the
Mhm.
underlying meaning behind partnership. And so I
Mhm.
would say more of a team than a partnership.
Gotcha.
So second part question, and I know I see you got stuff you want to go do. You want to go to your lair, the kitchen. But and it's time to get personal, and it's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna beat you on the air.
Really?
Yeah, people gonna what he said. Listen, I'm joking. Listen, what I'm saying. I ain't never beat my wife that long. But anyway, me being married to me. For people who out there who know, 'cause I know people like, yeah, but what
I
is it?
really don't want to answer this question.
Well, I'll tell you. Let's make it deal. I'll tell you what it's like being married to you. You tell me what it's like
Oh
being married to you.
no.
You don't want to hear what you don't want to hear?
Cause then you're gonna say whatever, whatever,
No,
and
my
then
answer's already.
my answer gonna be like wah wah, and you're gonna be like, that's it. Come on, you gotta give me more, and I'm just be like,
Once again, see now you done made this whole thing up in your mind about what it's gonna be, and that's not even the reality.
okay. Well,
You
if
know?
you want to share, you can share. If not, okay. How about I just say what I'm gonna say, so you
Yeah,
can
that's
go
what.
ahead and end this. I don't even know what I'm saying. I ain't thought of nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean, just be honest. What is it like being married to me?
It's fine.
It's
It's
fun or
it's
fine?
fine.
Can you get to the mic? Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, you are a loving, caring husband.
Mike,
Uh,
Mike.
you do show interest in my welfare and show that you care about how I feel about things. I know, baby, I'm trying.
Hey man, be quiet. We're doing an interview.
Um, um, I mean, I do feel like you can be a little stubborn. I don't know, baby.
I am stubborn. I agree. Go ahead. I mean, yeah.
Uh, I wish you were less of a homebody.
Oh, you want to go on these adventures?
I want to I can go
Go
out
camping
and
on
do
the
stuff,
beach and
but you don't like to go out and do stuff. So I feel like I miss out. I feel like
you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. Now I realize that's
well,
why.
okay, it's twofold. Cause one, you don't like to go out and do stuff, but then two, you don't like us to go out and do stuff without you. So then we just can't do it. So then it just sucks. Like
Okay.
you won't let us go camping, but then you don't want to go camping, so we just can't go camping. So that just it just sucks.
Now, can I say why? Can I
Sure.
make sense of that?
My children might get eaten by a fox.
Well, I mean, how you gonna protect my children out
Oh
there?
my gosh.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Like, come on now. Let's be realistic now.
Okay, yes, because the sky is gonna fall
Oh, there you go.
and the world is gonna end and whatever.
No,
So
no, because it's a
then,
lot.
okay, so then, and then, yeah, being married. So now we about to go round and round and round just to come to the same conclusion. So,
What? No,
no,
I'm just
just
offering up. I'm just offering up an
in
explanation
conclusion, it's gonna be the same situation. So why even go round and round with you?
because I'm always right. That's what
Because
you're saying.
whatever your decision is, that's what it is.
No,
And
see now,
I,
because see now you're not being fair because now you're saying you cannot sway my decision based on logic and sound understanding.
so okay, I can't guarantee you a fox is not gonna come into our camp. I can't
And I
guarantee
never
you
asked you to do that.
that.
I can't. If I win, I couldn't
Uh,
guarantee that. I don't. That's not a
okay.
realistic expectation. I'm not saying that. I'm asking you how are you gonna, you know, secure safety. What is your plans for safety? Because the thing is, you come from a different world.
Okay.
Don't nothing bad happen in your world.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's all an adventure to you. And if it was just you, okay, you grown. You can fend for yourself. I mean, God forbid, but I can get another wife.
I just feel like you're overprotective.
I'm
Can you not be
overprotective
so protective? It's stifling. It's
until
suffocating.
until I gotta kill a bear to protect you. Then it ain't gonna be suffocating.
Okay, I'm just saying we can't live.
You can't live.
Yes.
See, that's
Well, we
what
can't live. We can just live in this box, in our little box.
this nice, big, comfortable box.
Yes.
So, I feel like that makes sense why you want to live in the hut. You want to live in the hut so that it's not so comfortable, so you want to go other places.
No.
Yeah, that's what that's about. You want to live in the hut so that we have no problem going and sleep on the ground other places. Let's go experience everything and do everything. Why? What is that about? What is that about? Want to see and experience everything?
I'm hungry,
Huh?
and my child is hungry.
How you know you're hungry? He didn't tell you that. He can't speak English.
Okay. I'm hungry.
Okay.
And it takes time to prepare food. My other children are gonna be hungry.
Yeah. Listen. When the last time you fasted? Y'all act like you act like y'all gotta eat every day. Dog. You ain't gotta eat every day, do you?
Next.
So what? Why do you want to, like? Why do you want to see the world and experience the world? What's the point?
That's how the Most High made me, baby. He make everybody different. They have different interests.
Okay, and I asked that question. That's why I asked that question because time after time you ask women what they want. I want to travel. I want to travel. I want to travel. All like most women, a lot of women, I don't know, want to travel.
Okay.
Why? What's the point? You travel, you see the world, then what?
It's a fun experience.
Yeah, you did a lot of traveling. You did a lot of traveling. Then what came out of it? What was the point of all the traveling you did? You've been all over. You've been to these weird places you didn't even speak the language. God take care of babies and fools. You done got off a bus in the middle of some country that you don't even. What country? You remember the country?
Turkey.
Turkey. And you didn't speak no kind of Turkish. That was Turkey? When the people tried to marry you off to their son?
It was southern Turkey, but the people were not Turkish. They were Kurds.
Kurds in some little village somewhere. Now, and see for you, like that's a very dangerous situation to put yourself in. And for you, it's just a fun adventure.
It was a dangerous situation.
Yeah, a very dangerous situation. But for you, it was a very fun adventure. And I'm saying, what did you get from all that travel?
But people, okay. I mean, people do that kind of stuff.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No.
Yes, they do.
It happens.
Nobody
but people don't just do that kind of stuff. Somebody I do know.
Kind of stuff.
No, you know what I'm saying? No, it happens. But people, when we talk people in general, people don't just do that kind of stuff because people know better. That's not wise.
Okay, and I'm
but
not
hey,
saying,
boy,
I'm not
leave it left alone.
Do that with my children. A much better, more concrete plan
Mm-hmm.
if I had my children with me. And I was also young and dumb. But anyway.
But back to the question. I'm gonna let you go after this. I know I keep saying, but I'm trying to understand why do women want to travel so much? For what? What do you get out of that? What is it? Because I feel like it's like
it's fulfilling in life. Like
you travel and then what?
It's like I'm satisfied. My soul is satisfied.
I doubt it. It's not.
Okay.
Well, you satisfied now since you traveled all over Europe and everything? Are you satisfied? Absolutely not. You still want to travel. You still want to go other places. You want to see and experience everything on earth there is to do.
That is not true.
Hey, man, leave my equipment alone, man.
I want to see and experience everything.
Not everything, just 98% of it. Well, I'm saying, what's the point, though? Why? It's good. Travel is good. Even the Bible says, there's a lot of wisdom that comes from travel. That's a good thing, right? But to what end? Why do women want to travel and do what and see what? What is it that you're looking for?
Not looking for anything.
I can't hear you.
Looking to have a good time, have fun. Why would people go to the club? For me, the club is not.
But all the women that go to the club want to travel.
What?
All the women, not all, but a lot of women that go to the club, they want to travel too. They had the opportunity to go to the club or travel, they're going to travel. They just can't afford to travel, they can afford to go to the club. They want to travel. Women want to travel. They want to see everything. Why?
Okay,
I want to know
I think a
why.
lot of people want a novel experience, something that they've never done before,
Okay, now see
a new experience.
now you want to try to talk to me like talk over my head. Now what is a novel experience?
Novel
What they got
meaning
to do with a book?
new, meaning no, it's novel meaning new, something different. It's
Watch TV.
like
You
when you
can.
play a game, the first time it's exhilarating, it's fun,
Oh, so you
and
chasing that
then
high of a new experience.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Now I'm understanding. So
Chasing that high of a
of
new
a
experience. That's what
yeah,
I meant.
that's what we're gonna title this show. Chasing the high of a new experience. But that's you think that's what it is? Honestly,
I think that's part of it, but I don't know. I don't think all women want to travel,
not every last single 100% of women want to travel. When I say all, speaking in
but
general, I'm thinking majority of women want to travel.
okay. But a lot of men like to travel too,
Ain't nothing wrong with traveling.
and it's
I don't mind
nothing.
traveling.
Okay.
But once
Well,
again, like I told you before, you know what I'm saying, traveling for you is a lot different than traveling for me because for you get to go and see stuff and experience stuff. I get to go and protect my family from every possible
okay.
danger that could happen.
Well, a lot of men enjoy their vacations with their families. Maybe you should talk
I
to some of them and figure
oh,
out
so
how
I
to do
okay, so
that.
we don't vacation. Oh my goodness.
That's what you said.
What I said?
Y- Vacation is not fun for you. It's a job. You're on duty.
No, I didn't say that. I said traveling, and it is a
Traveling is
duty.
not fun for
It
you. It's a job. It's a duty. You can
I
never
didn't I
have
didn't
fun
I
when
didn't say
traveling with your
and
family.
it's recorded.
We
I
can't
didn't
travel
say.
without you, and we can only travel with you.
Now
And when we
see
travel with
see
you,
see how she
you're
getting
always a
disrespectful. She over
bodyguard.
talking me.
You gotta
Now,
work.
cause see if this
You're on
that's what
duty.
if I could reach you right now, I'll pluck your lip. But I wouldn't pluck a lip. Just but
He wouldn't.
but how you know? All right, don't act like I'm scared or
You've
something.
never done it, and you're not
What,
gonna do it.
they don't know that. They could have took now you ruining my threat. But anyway, I never said it
This
wasn't
is what
fun.
it's like being married to this guy.
But
Anyway,
I never said that I couldn't have fun traveling. I said
but that's how
for,
you make it sound. It's
but that's
fun
not what
for
I
you. You
said.
get to enjoy yourself. I
Yeah.
don't get to enjoy myself.
I didn't say that
I
either.
gotta
I said you
protect
get to
y'all.
take
Rah, rah,
everything
rah.
in. I'm on protection mode because that's not your responsibility. It's not your duty in life. You don't have to protect
Oh
me. I got to
my
protect you.
gosh. Okay. So
Uh,
you gotta be like in protection mode all the time
yes.
when we
At
out.
home, I can relax. See, for me, being at home is relaxing. For
Okay.
you, traveling and not being at home is relaxing because at home, this is your place of duty. You got to be mom. You got to be wife. You got to be chef. You got to be this and that. So for you getting away going travel, it's like, oh, I get to relax and just enjoy the scenery and take
I
everything
mean,
in.
it's not even
And for me,
about that.
I'm just not saying it's about that. I'm saying that's what it is. But for me, that's not. When I'm at home, I can relax. I can okay. I got a safe environment I created for my children, my family. I ain't got to worry about all these different things. Minimal exposure to risk, right? When we go out and we travel, now I'm around all these people I don't know in the area I'm not familiar with. That if something happened, what am I gonna do? I'm in a place I don't speak the language. I don't know where the nearest hospital is. I don't know this. I don't know. There's so many unknowns, so many factors I have to take into consideration. I have to always be worried about. When we walk down the street and we're in Sharm el Sheikh, we're in wherever that some place, and we're walking somewhere, and these group of dudes is walking towards us. You're not thinking. You don't even look at these dudes. You're looking at the stores and this and that. I'm watching these dudes every move. What's on their mind? What are they doing? They're gonna try to snatch my children. They're gonna try to take my wife. What if they try to rob us? I gotta think like that. I gotta be ready to strike at a moment's notice. You don't. So it's not for you. It's not your plot in life. It's not your plight, not plot. Your plight, right? That's mine. But I'm just saying to understand why I'm not so keen and want to say, hey, let's go everywhere all the time and do everything, because there's real danger that exists out there, and I gotta risk my life. The Bible says I have to be willing to die for you. All you gotta do is respect me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's kind. It's not the scale is a little tilted there.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I say. Women
We,
travel.
yeah.
Women travel with their children every day, internationally, all the
You do
time.
too.
I do not.
You don't travel with your children all the time?
I take
Every summer?
I take a flight
Oh, how many
to
flights?
my parents' house.
That's traveling. You got to fly from here to Turkey, from Turkey to there, from here to France, from France to there, from here to uh
Yeah.
wherever to hit to. Yeah, I mean you travel all the time with
So
your
I can
children.
take a flight internationally with my children by myself, but I can't take my children to the beach here in Egypt by myself.
Why you can't take them to the beach by yourself?
Because you will not allow it.
What you mean?
You You would not let us do that.
No,
If I say
no,
me
no.
and children gonna go to Sharm for a week.
5 hours away.
Oh, see, there we go. I take flight.
You won't leave
I
me
can
2 hours
take
at home with
16-hour
my children.
flight, but we can't
Hold on.
take a
Listen.
5-hour bus ride.
Wait. You don't want to leave me at home 2 hours alone with my children. Oh, you gonna do this and you this and you
I'm
want
not saying leave them at home with you. I'm taking them with me. We going to
no
Sharm.
no.
Me and
I'm
the
saying
children.
you're not comfortable leaving my children with me for 2 hours at my house.
'Cause
And
you're
you
not
put
the primary caregiver. You
okay.
don't.
Oh, now see, but then when I'm not comfortable with you going 5 hours away from me to a whole nother place, then that don't make sense to you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? How it don't make sense?
Like
you
what you think gonna happen?
who knows what's gonna happen?
Okay.
Who know anything could happen?
Okay.
What you think gonna happen in 2 hours while you gone? When I'm saying, baby, go do something. Go get your hair done. Get your nails done. You don't want because you don't want to leave me here with the children. What you think gonna happen? I'm not the primary caregiver, right? I don't have milk to give the children. Like, what's the problem? How is it you're not comfortable leaving me with my children for 2 hours at my house?
When the baby gets older, then I feel more comfortable. Cause he's still
You-
breastfeeding.
Okay.
It's not fair.
Huh?
A nursing baby.
That
Yeah,
boy
I don't
got
wanna
32
leave
teeth in
home.
his head. You talking about a nursing baby? Boy, I walk up to you and pull you and
Nursing
whip.
is not just about milk. It's about emotional support.
The boy 5. How much?
It's not.
How much emotional support he need?
It's a year and a half.
He walk up to you and snap his finger. Hey, give me the milk. What you talking about emotional support?
I provide emotional stability for him.
Okay. And when you gone, me and him we get along great. He don't cry. He don't. When you gone, he do. he do almost 0% crying. Cause you know why? There's no point.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like he
It's
do that with you.
true.
You are emotional crutch. You're not emotional support.
Okay, so Fridays are gonna be my day out. Is that what you're saying?
Nah, now y'all heard that. Yeah, see what I'm saying? This is where we get.
Fridays is mom's day out.
Mom's day. I ain't say all that. Man, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying how is it you can't understand how I'm not comfortable with you going 5 hours away or even going
Shit,
to
you, when I
going
take
to a
somebody
6 hour.
ballet practice, you be like stressing. You be
I don't
like,
be stressing.
yes, you
I don't
do.
have time to stress. I'm dealing with the children.
I know
That's
you
what I'm
gonna
teaching
be.
my sons. We're doing karate classes. We're doing emergency drills. This what's going on when you gone. Me, all 3 of my boys with
That's
me.
true.
Even the baby who don't even be thinking about you while you gone. And he'll cry right up to me when he get tired and go to sleep. No questions asked. I don't even have to ask him to lay down. He come to me and say, hey, man, pick me up. I'm sleeping. And no problems. We life is fine. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't nobody tripping about that. But I'm just saying, how is you don't understand how I'm not comfortable with my family leaving me for any amount of time. You know, like you talking about it's okay for you to take a 16-hour flight to America, but you can't go to 5 hours to the beach. I'm not comfortable with you going to America with my family.
But we do it.
Right,
And
because
we're
I'm
fine.
not a tyrant. Because
And it's fine.
huh?
Okay,
So far,
don't be a tyrant and let us go to the beach. God, leave.
why I can't go to the beach? We don't go to the beach.
Yeah, we do.
So what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? You asked me about going spend a night with the other lady to some place. I don't know nothing about nothing. So if something was to happen, I don't even know where to find you. I don't know how to get to you.
Like I want to do stuff, but like I don't know. I just feel like the
You want-
answer is always no.
You-
Maybe
you-
go camping.
You want to go camping?
I want to take a trip to Siwa.
We can plan it out. Just like we supposed to go to Lux and Aswan, right?
Like the homeschooling group. Like we want to go to Fayoum. Where we're talking about either doing a day trip or staying overnight, like getting a villa or Airbnb type thing, stay overnight. and
Where's
then
Fayoum? I don't even know where that's at.
Valley of the Whales.
We went already. Y'all got look, prime example. We went there, y'all got lost in the desert,
Okay.
and that was terrifying. My wife and children is lost in the desert, and the man got a GPS phone that don't work. And if it wasn't for me being there and you being able to reach me and give me the coordinates, we probably might still be looking for y'all. Y'all was right over the other side of that hill, but all that vast desert, we didn't know where y'all was. Prime
Okay.
example. And
Okay.
the other sister was pregnant. I'm saying, how many children you had with you? You had all the children with y'all,
Two.
huh?
Two.
But it was all the children at the time, right?
Yeah.
And so here it is, prime example. Go to the Valley of the Wells. We in one Jeep, y'all in another Jeep. We go right, y'all go straight. Boom, we lost in the desert. He got GPS phones and they can't figure out how to use it. Had to get the coordinates from WhatsApp so I could tell this man because I didn't know what was going on. See, this is a prime example. Because now here it is, me and Johnny in the car and we looking like, are they trying to kidnap our wives? Are they trying to, you know what I'm saying? And so now I'm thinking, because he got his son in the car with us. I got a knife on him. I'm like, I'm going to have to take his son hostage until I get my family. This is my mind. I'm dead serious. This is my mind going. I got to get my family back at all costs. If I got to grab this man's son and put a knife to his throat and threaten him to get my children back, because this was about to happen. Because I'm cool on the outside, but I'm panicking on the inside because my family is separated from me, and you talking about you can't find them. I don't know what kind of games y'all playing. I don't speak the language. This ain't my country. I can't call the government. I can't call the police. I got to do this on my own. But you say, well, what you think gonna happen? I mean, look what happened. We went to the Valley of Wells, and y'all got lost. Just because it was a new driver, he didn't know where he was going. And we ahead of y'all on the dirt road, all that dirt kicking up, y'all couldn't see when we made the turn. He missed the turn. And somebody, you know what I'm saying, I almost took somebody's son hostage. Prime example. What you think gonna happen? Who knows what's gonna happen? So now what happened? Y'all go to the Valley of Will and I'm not there.
Okay. Well.
You see what I'm saying? Prime example. I'm glad you mentioned that. And we went to the Valley of the Wills. But you want to go back without me. You want to do all this stuff without. Like, I feel like you just want to experience life without me. That makes me feel some kind of way.
There are other things to do there, and
You gotta do everything. we went as a family. We took pictures.
like
We
it's
had
a place
experience.
that's well known for its pottery. We want to go actually into the city, into the pottery district.
Who is we
Us in the group.
in the group?
Us parents, us moms,
And
in
this
the
my
homeschool.
first time hearing about this.
Yeah, I never brought it up.
So now I'm guilty of saying no
I
for
mean,
something you never
I
brought
mean,
up.
we threw the idea out there, but we never like made a plan or anything.
So what am I? So how you all gonna say no?
Okay, well, let the audience know. What's your answer? No.
I need more details. When, where, what time, who's gonna be there, all these things. How far is the Valley of the Wells from here?
About an hour, hour and a half.
See, that's not bad. And then, you know what I'm saying? I can find it. Y'all can you send me location, stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? When it's stuff like I can't get you to answer the phone when you're at home. How can I trust you to answer the phone and you way out there somewhere? And then I don't know if you're just not answering the phone or something happened.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but see, oh my goodness, now I'm tripping.
Paranoia. We can't
We
just
the
keep
last
having a
time,
good time.
the last time we went, y'all got lost in the desert. What do you mean paranoia? That really
Hey,
happened.
And then we got found.
Oh, everything just worked out. Just yeah,
Yes, it did.
yeah, it just worked
Yes,
out.
baby.
And that's the thing. That's the reality. Everything just worked out.
What do you want?
You want to do what with you? You want mama to do what with you?
Go downstairs and do what?
And do what? Come here.
Well,
Come here.
I want to show you something.
Come here. Come here. You all talk to your mama. Come here. We recording this. They can talk. What you want? Say it in the microphone. Here, say it.
What I wanted is Mom to go downstairs, yes, so I can ask her if I can have progress, and so she can see something.
You can ask her what?
She can have some pomegranates.
Pomegranate. That's what
'Cause
you want,
she
some
hungry.
pomegranate? You hungry? Your mama ain't feeding you? Your, your mama neglecting you? Huh? How come every time I try to get some time with your mama, y'all always need something? Huh? How come me and mommy can't have no time just to be friends and talk? How come, what's the problem? What? What you say something to the people? They listen. What you want the people to know? It better be something good too. Who is your, hey, let me ask you, who is your favorite daddy?
Dad.
Dad's your favorite dad? Who is dad? Me?
Mhm.
Yeah?
Yes.
Who's the best dad in the world?
No one.
No one.
Good answer.
That's not a good answer. What you
Good
mean no
answer.
one? Well, you know what? You're my favorite daughter. You know that? Why you making that face? Oh, now you want some. Now you want some attention. You my favorite daughter. All right. I guess we got to wrap this up because my favorite daughter wants some pomegranate.
And also, my dad literally told me that 100 times.
Told you what I told you 100 times.
That I'm your favorite daughter.
That's right. You are my favorite daughter. Hey man, what you messing with? Okay. You are my favorite daughter.
Then why do you tell it to me every single day?
Cause I want you to know you're my favorite daughter every day.
I already know that.
Huh? But I just want to remind you. That's right. Yep. And I'm gonna continue to tell you that. Now, all right. Go ahead, take your mama from me, cause that's what y'all do, y'all.
Go ahead and get some pomegranate. But
Y'all
just a
gang up.
few, okay?
Come here, man. You want to
I'll
come
bring
over here
it
and talk on
down
the
in a
mic
few
too?
minutes. Go ahead.
Hold on. Daddy gonna make that up. All right. So, I guess we gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
I just want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
I just want to say this morning she was sleeping in her sleeping bag, so I went in the room and she got up and she came and gave me a hug, and we were sitting on the big bed, and she just kind of wrapped herself up in my lap and curled up in my lap, and I was thinking like, man, time flies. In a couple more years, I am not gonna be doing this, you know?
Yeah.
Like just holding her in my arms and in my lap. She gonna be a teenager.
Oh, don't start talking about
She
that. I'm
ain't
not
gonna
ready for
wanna
that. I'm
touch
not there
me.
yet. I am
Okay,
not
but
there
it's
yet.
gonna be. It's around
Yeah,
the
but
corner.
she 4. Like, give me some
Yeah.
time now.
I'm just saying we have to embrace the moments, the present moment that we're in, and the stage that they're in life, because it don't last long.
It's gonna last for another 5-6 years. I know
That's
that.
like a drop in the bucket. That's
Huh?
not a long time.
Give me what? Give me 9 years. She gonna be my baby forever. Oh, I'll be hearing about these teenage years. That's a whole nother conversation. Well, I tell you what, wife, I thank you so much. I appreciate you because I've been trying to get you to do this one for a long time.
You cajoled me. You tricked me, but it was
Cajoled you.
nice.
Oh, listen. See, what I don't cajole people. What is that? I'm not a cajoler. What are you? You know what I'm saying? What are you calling me?
You said, "Hey, wife, you got a minute?" Yeah, I got a minute. All right, I want you to come see something. A minute? It's been like an hour, dude.
According to this, it's been longer than an hour,
I'm sure.
but this wasn't the
You
plan.
got a minute?
This wasn't planned. I literally wanted to I just need to test the equipment and everything. It turned into this because I'll be honest with you, I was setting this up for me and Micah. So I was gonna call him up here to do do my minute with Micah and or the these little ones segment with Micah. That's what the plan was. But then we getting the microphone and everything. You got comfortable, and I'm like okay, and we started talking and started flowing. So I hit the record button. That's really what happened. I didn't cajole anyone.
I
So
didn't sign up for this. That's all I'm saying. And once we started, there was no way for me to back out. So
thank you, partner. That's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm saying thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you for doing this because I've been trying to do this with you for years.
You're welcome.
And it doesn't really happen. So yeah, so I appreciate it. Hopefully we can use this. We can use this and make a segment out of it. We'll figure out what we're gonna call it. All right, last thing for real. And we're gonna go. All right, because I'm pretty sure people want to know. As a married, when we've been married, 11 years?
Yes.
Wow, it's a long time, man. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't you just love me for that? I've been with you 11 years.
Yes,
Yep.
I do.
Yeah, and I just stayed with you, stayed faithful to you.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
But
I
people,
love you for that.
I'm pretty sure people want you to just tell them. They want you to tell them, and I'm pretty sure just you gotta speaking to the mic.
I'm listening.
Okay, tell them about our love life. Don't you do it? I'm joking with you. Don't fix your mouth telling people. Don't do that. I just said that for a soundbite. I might put that at the front of this whole clip, and then people hear it like, "What?
I was
He about to
gonna
go?"
say it's not very romantic, to be honest.
Don't be honest. Don't tell what you mean. It's not very romantic. What you talking about? Listen, don't. I'm gonna edit this, cause now you getting hot. You getting hot, cheetah. What you talking about?
You asked me a question.
I
answered
didn't
it.
really expect you to answer the question. I thought you was gonna clam up and get all shy and nervous and stuff like. I don't feel comfortable.
We don't go on dates.
What you got to do with our love life?
We barely sit down and have a conversation
got-
most days
we got-
during the week.
We got 4 of them. That's why
You
we don't
go to
go on
work,
dates.
you come home, you go spend time in your Oval Office, then you be on the podcast, and then you play Call of Duty, and then you watch YouTube.
First of all, I don't play Call of Duty every
and
day.
then,
I play Call of Duty maybe twice, 3 times a month because I don't have time. We got 4 children. That's what kills the romanticism.
Blame it on the children.
Oh, it's not true? It's not true?
Blame it on the
Is it not true?
No, once again, it's your overprotectivism.
Oh, man.
Because we
Look
can
at
get a
that. Look, he's about to
babysitter.
protect my
But you
child. He
don't
about
want
to
no
knock over his lamp.
babysitter. So
You just watch him about to knock over a lamp and crack his head open. Is she crying? Are they playing?
they playing.
Oh. This man, now he done cut the fan off. Now I'm about to start milking. We got to end this now 'cause this man has stepped on the plug.
No,
Where you going, man?
Not this way.
Where's you going? Leave stuff alone. You done stepped on the fan and unplugged it. Oh, my goodness, it's hot. Oh. But you,
Anyway, it's over.
it's not romantic. This is your way of ending the show. You want to say some outlandish stuff, so I'll be like ready to go. I see what you're doing. It ain't funny. I'm going to edit it out. This is my show. I'm going to edit this out anyway. This ain't going to make the air. You can tell nobody I ain't romantic. Very romantic. What about the poems I wrote? Tell about people about the poems I wrote you.
Yes, before we got married, you wrote me a
Before?
very nice poem.
Oh, see, and that's why I stopped now. How many poems I wrote you since we've been married?
Like 2 that I remember.
That you remember? What you did with those poems?
They're in my drawer.
You ain't got them poems.
Yes,
I guarantee you can't find them poems.
I do. I'm about to go find them now.
I guarantee you can't find. If you find them, I'll read them. I'll read them on. I'll do the show. Uh-oh. He done messed up the mic. Feedback. It's over with. He done bumped the mic. Seriously. There, stop. Okay, that's it. Nope, it came back. There you go. Stop. That's good. There you go. Yeah. So, if you find those poems, I will recite them. I will perform those poems for you on the air
That
for
would
the
be
people.
lovely.
Yeah, right. You don't care about none of that. I didn't tell my room. I done bought you gifts and did all that kind of stuff. You be like, yeah, it's
Everybody
cool.
has a different love language.
Everybody, what's your love language? What's your travel? That's it. That's the only thing you care about.
Time.
What is? Oh, don't start that.
Quality
See, we supposed to be ending the show. Don't start that quality time stuff.
Quality time.
Hey, what's quality time? That looks different. That's subjective. Quality time is a made-up idea that's subjective to every woman.
Watching a movie together.
I love watching movies with you. I gotta cajole you into watching a movie. You don't like you recently just started
now
watching
you know
movies.
what cajole mean.
You told me what it meant. Focus on the point. Don't try to. The point is that's something like watching movies is my ideal quality time. You just got on that train. You know what I'm saying? I gotta beg you to. I put a movie on the other day. I had to beg you to watch the movie.
Service. That's a love language.
What extra service?
Acts
of service.
Acts of service.
What you mean?
Do something for me.
I try to send you to a spa.
No,
you don't want none of that.
That's not you doing something for me. That's somebody else doing something for me.
Okay, give me an example. What you want me to do for you? What would translate to romance for you as an act of service?
What's that video you sent me of the man making the bed up?
I sent you a video doing that when I was cleaning the tub. See, I did that and I recorded it with the music in the background, and I was and I was cleaning the tub. What you talking about? Acts of service. I do acts of service around here.
That wasn't for me. That was for you. Before you took a bath.
No, I don't bathe in that bathroom. That's the children's bathroom.
Okay.
Thank you.
The thing must be flipped
Because y'all left that tub filthy. Y'all left it filthy. And I ain't tripped. I cleaned up. I bust my toe cleaning that room.
Wow.
Clean this house. And now
I did a lot before.
You did. And I did a lot before I too. You know what I'm saying? Because don't make me call some witnesses. Because I know, none of them still talk about how I cleaned it, how I scrubbed them walls and cleaned that house when you was coming from the States. After I think one of them children was born. I think when Aiden was born.
Yes.
And I got us that place because you said you wanted trees and grass, and I got us a place with trees and grass, and I built a fire pit.
I do miss it.
You know what I'm saying? Like I slaved for you.
Do you miss that house?
I miss my fire pit. I really enjoyed my fire pit.
That was fun.
I need to make one out here. I really do need to. But we don't have the same spaces. I gotta figure out something.
I mean, really, we should figure something out.
Yeah. Because we had that cement.
Space.
We had that cement slab out there. We got this one, but it's covered with that tent. I think about getting a smaller one, a little small thing I saw on Amazon, and putting it over.
You can build a pit, a sand
on the open.
pit.
I was thinking about putting open space.
It could be over sand.
Or rocks, like Buddy had.
Or rocks, yeah.
That's true.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, I got to build one, especially in the wintertime coming up. But point is, I do acts of service, so I don't think that's it. You say that. Hey man, stop hitting my mic. And why is he breastfeeding again? You just breastfeed him like
Because
10 minutes ago.
it's breastfeeding is for attention.
I don't get breastfed for attention. I want attention.
You're not a baby.
I can be a baby. I'm saying- you know what I'm saying? He got as many teeth as I got.
Okay.
And he hit you in the face. I ain't never hit you in the face. He throw right hooks and uppercuts and everything. You just be right there just taking it.
Anyway,
He don't need to be breastfeed.
I agree, but I need to keep him quiet while we're recording. So
Tell him to leave the room. Kick him out.
that's not gonna work.
Yeah, it will.
No, you're gonna get upset.
If he
He's
leave,
not being quiet. He's not gonna leave. I'm gonna have to get up and.
if I
go
tell him to leave, he'll
kick him
leave.
out.
He won't leave because you don't listen to you.
Okay.
But anyway, acts of service. Anyway, man, we ending this anyway. I was just joking. I wasn't expecting you to talk about our love life. What are you talking about? Our love life is great. Hey, our love life is great. What are you doing?
He was like,
Oh, like he understood that? Yeah, if it ain't great, he's definitely one of the factors in it
yeah.
because he's a hater. But anyway, anybody got children out there, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. As soon as I
It's
think
a
about
struggle.
hugging my wife, he wake up and start hollering, doing all other stuff. But, hey, ma'am, lady, wife, our love life is great.
Yes, sir.
No, I don't believe it.
10-4.
No, there's no 10 for. I don't believe it. I need people to believe it. They got to know.
Roger that.
4 children later, our love life is great. 11 years and 4 children, that's proof. What's funny? Hey, man, don't embarrass me on TV. I'm not going to put this out. This part ain't going to make the cut.
I don't want to prolong this. Sorry.
So tell the people our love life is great.
Our love life is great.
No, say it in a believable way. That's not believable. Nobody going to believe that. Why you laughing? Ray, fix the mic, man. This man that made some mic all up. You can't even hear you.
Okay.
Grab by the arm. The other part. Yeah. No, the other part. The elbow. Right there. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Anyway, it needs to be tilted. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's much better.
Okay. No, we do have a great love life.
That was believable.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Thank you. Even though I wasn't expecting you to go into it at all. Then you're going to try and embarrass me on TV. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, we'll work on a name for this. Once again, I enjoyed it. I really appreciate it. I've been trying to do this for years with you. I think we got good chemistry.
I think so.
Yeah, I think we should do this more often. Even if we don't put it out, just do it for therapy. And I think this could be some quality time. I think this is quality time.
It can be considered quality time.
Yeah, I mean, this was good. It was fun. We cover our time, and then we can relegate it to an hour. We don't have to do 2 hours, hour and 45 minutes.
That's how long we've been on?
We're at 1 hour 47 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
And 45 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. I don't know how to end this. Yeah. So we out. Peace and blessings. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Peace out.
We gotta come up with a name for this segment. What you got?
Nothing.
My wife and kids. Me and my wife.
Nothing.
I'm always right. There you go. This is segment. I'm always right. Y'all listen to it. Y'all heard the whole thing. I'm always right. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Ain't that right, baby?
Yep.
Huh? They couldn't hear you.
Yep.
There you go. Boom. I'm always right. Peace out.